Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jason Garcia from New Oceans Digital. So this is going to be the most comprehensive guide to increasing your website conversion rates ever. So in this guide, you're going to learn everything you need to know about converting your website traffic into leads, bookings, and customers. So with traffic getting harder to come by, conversion rate optimization is one of the best channels to grow your travel business. So the question is, how can you get more conversions from your website? And that's exactly where this guide is going to come into play for you. So this is the third video in a three-part video series on this topic about improving conversion rates for travel websites. So if you haven't seen the first two videos, check the links down below and you'll be able to find those. And today we're going to talk about how to create high converting landing pages, also advanced conversion tips, and then lastly I'm going to turn it over to you and give you some actionable tips to start improving your business today as well. So chapter 6, how to create high converting landing pages. So one common thing that you see with strong landing pages is isolation. So put landing page visitors in the isolation tank. So there's no header links and nothing else that you can click on that might distract them from taking that desired action. So in this example from Forged Axe Throwing, that desired action is sending or getting their free guide. So whenever there's only one task on the page, it's easier for visitors to focus on that and complete the transaction. So literally nothing else to do. There's there's no header links, there's no other distractions. Really the only thing that they can do is click that big blue button and get their free guide. And what that allows Forge to do is collect that email address, and then they can stay in contact with them via email as they prepare for their upcoming trip. Secondly, you want to employ trust badges. So some things to consider here is, moving these badges closer to your call to action, adding the badge to your header, so at the very top of your homepage. Also consider making it clickable. Sometimes people just want like third-party verification. So if they click that TripAdvisor badge, they want to see that it's going to their website and they can verify, that your business is in good standing or has actually earned that award. And lastly, so badges have been known to help increase conversion rates by as much as 32%. So a 32% increase in conversions, I think, is something that anybody would be happy with. So if you're not using them today, definitely consider adding those to your website today. And the next, you want to make sure people land on the right page. So some examples here, if you're using Facebook ads or maybe you're putting links in some of your email newsletters, you're going to make sure those links or taking them directly to the page that matches that messaging. So in this example from Active Adventures, they've got this Mount Blanc tour. That's what the ad is about. And whenever I click that link, it takes me directly to that tour page. Like, that's perfect. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have this ad and then only take it to your homepage, because then what you're going to basically do is you're forcing the visitor to go from your homepage to your product listing page to that specific tour page before they can really start kind of digging into the details. And that really just causes friction, and ultimately you're just going to lose them. Like, they're not going to want to put in the time and the effort to basically kind of make it down that path. So make sure that people land on the right page whenever you have links out there. And as a bonus, I want to talk about some advanced conversion tips with you today. So first thing, create more landing pages. So whenever you create more landing pages, you have more conversion opportunities, you've got more variety, and you've also got more targeting opportunities. So some research from HubSpot says that companies with 10 or more landing pages generate 55% more leads. So definitely, create more landing pages, especially if you've got different target markets. As an example, maybe you've got like a millennial target market. Maybe you've also got, bachelorette parties or families. Create different landing pages for these different, target markets that you have. Next, you want to test one major thing at a time. So this is something that I love to do, is testing these like really, really big changes, whether it's layouts, videos, or headlines. In this example to the left, you can see how this tour company here in New Zealand, tested this really kind of radically different page layout and saw some really great results. And then lastly here, talk to your customers. So you obviously talk to your customers, while they're on the tour, but you also should be talking to them from more of from a research perspective. You want to learn about what obstacles they have to booking with you, what words they use to describe their pain points, and also what words they use to describe what they're looking for. Because really the best content is curated, it's not created. So if you've ever found yourself, sitting in front of your computer, maybe you're working on your sales page or your product page, and it's just like a blank white screen, you kind of hit a writer's block. That's because you're creating the content, you're not curating it. So whenever you interview or do some of these research interviews with customers or potential customers, we've all got these these smartphones right here. So put that to use. Record those conversations. That way you can revert back to it and start curating content. Basically pulling out those tidbits of what you hear about what the obstacles are, what they're hoping to achieve by booking with you, and really look to use some of that on your website. Which takes us here, really turning this over to you. So 3 things I want you to go ahead and do today. So speak to 3 customers or potential customers this week, for research. I want you to listen to their pain points and desires about booking your products. And then lastly, I want you to comment down below with what you plan to do with this newfound knowledge. So if you've never done this exercise before, you're probably going to be blown away by the type of stuff that you learn just by doing some of this research and interviews with customers or potential customers. And that's a wrap for this 3-part video series. Once again, this is Jason Garcia with New Oceans Digital. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, you want to reach out, you can reach out to me via email, our website, or also on Facebook. And we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.